Once upon a time, in the heart of a vast forest, lived a jackal named Chandar. Chandar was a sly and cunning creature, always on the lookout for an easy meal. However, he wasn't as strong or swift as the other animals, and often had to settle for scraps. This made him bitter and envious of the more powerful creatures of the forest. One day, after a particularly unlucky hunt, Chandar wandered into a nearby village, hoping to find something to eat. The villagers spotted him and, mistaking him for a threat to their livestock, chased him with sticks and stones. Desperate to escape, Chandar dashed into a nearby washerman's hut and jumped into a large vat filled with indigo dye. When Chandar emerged from the vat, he was completely blue from head to toe. Not a single animal in the forest had ever seen a creature like him before. Chandar realized this could be his chance to finally gain power and respect in the forest. He confidently walked back into the forest. The animals, who had once mocked and chased him, were now terrified of the strange blue creature before them. Not recognizing Chandar, they believed he was a mighty being sent from the heavens. Seizing the opportunity, Chandar declared, "I am the chosen one, sent by the gods to be your king and to bring order to this forest." The animals, awed by his strange appearance and commanding voice, immediately accepted him as their ruler. Under Chandar's rule, the forest became anything but peaceful. Chandar demanded more and more from the animals, using fear to keep them in line. He ordered the best of everything for himself, often taking the food and resources the animals needed to survive. His greed grew insatiable, and he became increasingly cruel, punishing those who did not meet his demands. The forest was gripped by tension, as the once peaceful coexistence of the animals was shattered under the jackal's oppressive rule. With each passing day, Chandar's arrogance grew. He no longer saw himself as a mere jackal, but truly believed he was a divine being. He relished the power he held over the animals, and his greed knew no bounds. He demanded tributes of food, shelter, and even forced the animals to build a grand throne for him to sit upon. The forest, once a place of balance, was now dominated by fear and exploitation. One day, a group of jackals wandered near Chandar's court. Hearing their familiar howls, Chandar's instincts took over, and he let out a howl of his own. The other animals were stunned. The mighty Blue King was nothing more than a jackal in disguise. Furious at having been deceived, the animals turned on Chandar. They chased him out of the forest, vowing never to be fooled again. Chandar barely escaped with his life and returned to his old, miserable existence. From that day on, Chandar was known as the Blue Jackal, a symbol of deceit, greed, and arrogance. He had learned the hard way that deception might bring temporary power, but it could never replace true respect and integrity.